All righty, here he goes. I'm glad it's him and not me.
And there goes Jim. Big shout out for taking 2 days just to drop me off at the trail. He's headed back to Reno now. I'm on the Devil's Slide Trail. Starting my adventure back up. So 2.5 miles to get back to trail. About 1,500 feet of ascent. Here I go. Good morning. So it is very hard to show elevation changes, but that rock face is the same one that I've been taking a picture of since basically the trailhead. So I think that's a pretty good representation of what I've climbed so far. Good morning, everybody. So I did it. I am back on the PCT. It is Saturday, April 27th. So I was off trail for 9 days. And now I'm going to hiking days. So this is now hiking day 15. So I'm not going to be talking about the zeros because right at this point where there's 11 zeros. So it's just skewing the numbers. But I'm very happy. I just did 1,600 feet of ascent up the Devil's Slide Trail, 2.6 miles, and I did it in an hour and a half. An hour and a half, and that's pretty good. I was expecting to go slower, especially having been off trail for more than a week. So the snow is really good. I haven't had to put on spikes so far, and I'm only going another 4 miles to camp. It's another 1,000 feet of ascent, but if I'm quiet for a second, it sounds like it's raining because it snowed up here last night. There's probably an inch on the ground, and I think I'm at 8,000 feet now. But all the snow was up in the pine trees. It's now melting, so it's a clear blue sky today. So, but yeah, snow's good, so I'm going to keep going. I feel good. It took about half an hour to get all the muscles kind of worked out, but it wasn't extremely painful or anything. All the gear that I've replaced, I'm liking very much. So that's good. Yeah, I'm super happy to be here, and I will check in with you guys later. Looking back from where I came, not today. Today I've only done a couple tents, but man, I am so happy. I'm up here, I'm looking around, I'm enjoying the views. Huge difference from when I was coming off trail last Wednesday, 9 days ago, week and 2 days. And I am so thankful that I had that ability to do that. I've got friends that would come and help me. I can't thank Eric or Jim enough for doing this for me. That was a big commitment for both of them, and I'm just very thankful. So that big old rock is like Taquit's Rock or Taquit's something, but it towers over the town of Idlewild. And I'm looking down at it right now. That's pretty freaking cool. Hello. Okay, it's 10:15, first real break. I mean, I've been stopping a lot, but so started at 7:38 this morning. It is just after 10:15. I've risen, I've climbed 2,400 feet in elevation, and I'm getting close to the turnoff if you were to summit Mount San Jacinto. I will not be doing that. I'll stay on the PCT. So that's off the PCT if you go up to the peak. I'm just going to stay on the PCT and get through the snow. I actually have had a really good morning. Climbing up that south face, I haven't even needed to put on micro spikes, but I've now come over the crest and it looks like it's kind of all that stuff. So like it's varying, but it's kind of looks like an average of 4 to 5 feet of snow. I don't know how long it's going to last, but it's now, like I said, 10:15, so it's starting to get a little slushy, and so basically I have the safety equipment, so put it on. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a snack, and then I'll get moving. I'll talk to you later. Well, shucks. I turned the corner and I ran right into this cloud bank, and it kind of sounds like it's starting to rain. So yeah, that's going to happen. So my rain jacket is in the lowest extreme point of my pack, so I'll be pulling everything out apparently. So I got my raincoat out, got it on, but it turns out it was an optical illusion. I am in cloud, clearly, but the rain was the trees still shedding the snow from last night. So I am heavily fogged in, actually, but that's okay. It's keeping it cool. So looking at the bright side. And then I'll be donning and doffing these spikes a lot. So I was in 4 to 5 feet of snow. I've dropped down a little bit. Now I'm on actually bare trail for now. So taking them off, and we'll see when I need to put them back on. Oh, good afternoon, everybody. So this actually is my wrap up for the day. And it's 1:30. You see my camp behind me. I will flip it around and kind of show you around a little bit. Really good day. And actually I want to keep going, but I made a very strong plan as to how to tackle the snow. I actually benefited today because it wasn't nearly as bad as I expected. And I was just cruising. I think the rest had a lot to do with it, obviously. And I'm super happy. I'm happy to be out here. I enjoyed my walk today. I enjoyed setting up camp, all of that. Now, what I'm not enjoying is, you can see behind me, it looks like it's cloudy. It's not cloudy. Well, it is. I'm in clouds. And it comes and goes because I'm in clouds. So there's a guy camped maybe 50 yards from me, and it gets so cloudy that I can't see his tent through the fog. So bad news for me: 1, chilly because I'm at 8,000 feet. 2, and more importantly, everything's going to get wet. I already know it's going to get wet. I already know that everything's going to be sopping, and I'm going to have to deal with that tomorrow. But while I really wanted to keep going, here was my dilemma. So the Fuller Ridge is like the most dangerous part now for this section. It's exposed. I guess it's really steep on both sides, and you really have to be paying attention. So I, have been very clear that I don't want to hike in snow, and it's full of snow. But the best time to do snow is in the morning, and like this morning, the snow was like cement. It was great. So I didn't post hole a single time all day. Now it's 1 o'clock. If I were to keep going, I have 7.5 more miles. Yes, it's extremely cloudy and overcast. My luck, it burns off, it starts melting, and now I'm trapped because there's really no point between where I'm at today and where I need to get to, that 7.5, 7.5 miles or so. To get out of the snow. So I made this plan. I'm sticking to it. I made much better time than I thought I was going to. So I'm really happy about that, but now I basically have the afternoon off. I really do hope this burns off, but I don't know. It's 1 o'clock and it doesn't really look like it is. So I think I'm stuck with this fog and cloud for the day, but that's okay. Because of the condition of the snow, I was planning on getting up at 3. I think I'm going to get up at 4 now. I'm making good time, so that's my plan for tomorrow. Today, I guess I'm just going to be in my tent. Oh, and so it's really hard to tell angles, and I know on camera, but basically I'm on a downhill slope. So my tent is kind of leaning towards the downhill. I think you can see that it's leaning downhill, but that's okay. I'll be fine. I'm trying to dry out some of my stuff, and then yeah, it's downhill from here. But this spot was relatively level and relatively dry, which is why I chose it. And then the other thing you have to think of in the woods is widowmakers. So all those branches are dead. They could fall at any time, and I wanted to take that camp spot, but that's right under those, so I'll take the little bit of a slant instead. I hope everybody has a good night, and I am really happy being back on trail. So hopefully I can keep on moving. So at the end of the day, I did 6.5 miles today, and I am at mile 183.3.